What's happening, guys? So in this video I want to talk to you guys about the toxic relationship between Eminem and Kim Mathers, right? So I've done a video once or twice in this channel about Eminem, so you guys, if you don't want to stay tuned throughout this video, you do not have to. I don't want to see anybody coming down this channel hating in this comment section because I'm talking about this, but this is the truth. So if you want to hear the truth, if you want to stay tuned to this video, go ahead. If you want to dip, you can dip. It's totally up to yourself, but we're about to get into this video. And I just want to say that I don't know if all you guys know exactly what happened in the toxic relationship between Eminem and Kim Mathers, but it was toxic. This shit, I feel like in my situation, this is how I'm going to explain it. I feel the same. I feel like I was like Eminem, and like in the situation I was in, this chick was like Kim Mathers. Like, that's how I feel. That's why I can relate to this guy. I'm not saying everything he done was angelic. He did some things, but things happen, you piss somebody off enough, somebody might turn into a villain, so you just never know. But he also saved millions of people's lives and did more than any of us ever will combined. So you got to look at that too. You can't just look at the wrongdoings that somebody does, because they did a lot of good as well. But anyways, people want to look at this guy and think he's right abusive towards Kim Mathers, this and that and this, right? When in actuality, he was a great father to his kids. Kim Mathers was like a psychopath, like a sociopath. And you can tell when you watch the interview on YouTube of her talking about him. You can tell. And she was very abusive towards him, which drove him nuts. He makes songs about how much he loved her and this and that and that and this, and it's true, because he did. But what she did was crossing the line. So he'd be out, he'd be working, he'd be hustling, he'd be making music, he'd be doing his thing. He's doing what he's doing because he's providing for his family. But yet every good thing that he does, she gets jealous of, so she does something in spite, because he makes her feel not as good. And if you watch videos, she even admits to having low self-esteem and that she needs somebody to sleep with at night and this and that and that and this. Like, she's insecure. What do you think? And he's out there balling, and he's making music, he's famous, he's living his purpose, while she's just hovering in the shadows in this dark way. And she's doing bad things behind the scenes. She's cheating on him. She's going behind his back with his brother. And there's videos about this. She talks about it herself. That's where she crossed the line, whenever she messed with his brother. So, who's the bad person now? Is all I gotta say about that, because this man was doing nothing but trying to provide for his family. And she would go on about not caring about fame and this and that and that and this, where you don't have to, but it's like, you should respect your husband. You should respect what he is doing. And you can't do that and you're disrespecting him because you feel inferior, because you are a psychopathic bitch. And you can't see the positive of what is actually happening. And he would have stuck with her, he would have been with her, but she did things, like I said, that crossed the line. And I can relate so much in this situation, because it's like, you love this person. You love them when they can actually behave and act right, but they cross the line so much to the point where it hurts you so much. It's like, you hurt them by being confident. You hurt them by being yourself. You hurt them by just being better than them. So they do things out of spite, because in their mind you're hurting them. But in actuality, you're actually doing the right things. And it's like, they can never do the right thing because they're so far gone from reality. That's what hurts them, you being better than them. So We all know what they're like. We all know what they're like. These Jezebel spirited women. We know what they're like. And I'm not saying all women are like this, but these Jezebel spirited women are like this. I'm not trying to be gender specific, but this is what it is. This is a topic in itself. And like I said, when it comes to their toxic relationship, me personally, I can relate to this. I can see what he sees. I can feel what he feels. I understand this man. I understand him. I know where he's coming from. I know what he's been through. I can see why he did some of the things that he did. And I'm never going to say it's right, because I didn't do a lot of the things that he did in a bad way. But you piss somebody off enough, you'll be surprised what happens. So you should probably think before doing something like that. Disrespecting somebody that much. And two wrongs don't make it right, and it never will. But, you know, I just think this guy had enough, as I did as well, and walked away from a person that we actually loved and cared for at one point in time. But it's like they do, like I said, they do so much bad and negative and evil things that it just crosses the line and they become not worth it anymore. So what do? We walk away and we live our life, because we're not going to put up with that abuse. And like I said, in their mind, we are abusing them because we're doing the right things. We are doing the right things. We're not doing nothing to them at all. But they are doing things to us to trigger us on purpose. They know what they're doing, but they do it anyways. And the only thing we do is the right things, and that's what pisses them off. That's what makes them do a lot of the shit that they decide to do. And I don't know. I don't know why they do it. I don't know what in the hell. Like, they ruin good things. It's like that's their purpose in life, is to ruin good things and then to complain later on and then to cry about it. So you cannot help a person like this, but what you can do is you can walk away and help yourself, and in the end, hopefully it does help them as well, because you're going to teach them a hard lesson. You do not fuck with good people. You do not fuck with people that's actually trying to do the right things in this life, trying to provide, trying to be a good person. You know what I mean? She could have had it so good with this guy, but she's too insecure. Vice versa. When you look at my situation, this person that I used to be with could have had it so good, but they had to fuck it up. They had to cross the line. They had to push me over the edge, and it's like chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. And look what they do, because they can't help it. That's who they are. You wish that wasn't the case, but it is the case. And there's nothing anybody can do. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing any of you can do. When you're dealing with a person like that, they're going to be who they're going to be. They're going to make very bad decisions that is going to bite them so hard later on. And they're probably going to end up like crackheads, like crack whores, like shit like that. Purposeless. Living a life just, they don't even know what they're doing. And they're always going to look back, whenever they keep living ahead, they're going to look back and realize how much they fucked up. And they're going to talk about it all the time. Guaranteed. Because that is their purpose, is to fuck everything up. They just can't get it right. And they never will. And once you realize this, that's when you let go. You lose hope completely, because they cross the line that much that you then lose hope completely. I only let people go. Like, let's say I have something with somebody. I don't give up easy. I never did. But when I know for a fact that something's not going to get anywheres, They cross the line. They disrespect me. They do something to make me, they do something to trigger me. And they're doing things on purpose. That's when you're going to get let go. Because you're affecting my life in a negative way. You're bringing me down so you can, I don't know, like, you can't have anybody in your life, period, who was making your life, who was bringing like drama and negativity into your life. Because you're doing positive things. And that, your positivity is killing them. Because they are negative. So when your positive rubs off on them, they're going to take their negative and they're going to put it on you because you're putting your positive onto them. They're going to reflect negativity back. They're not going to give positivity back because that's not what they have in their spirit and in their soul and in their heart. And that's just what it is. So when you realize that you're dealing with a person like this, you got to cut their asses off and you got to walk away no matter how hard it is, because they could have been a person, like I said, that you really cared about, that you actually loved at one point in time. But you really see what they are at the core of things, and you're just unwilling to deal with that. It just gets to a point where you can no longer do that, and you have to do what's best for yourself. You have to protect yourself and your energy and get these Jezebels away from you, and move forward in life. And there's nothing else to be said about it, and that is it. So you guys get the point. This is the truth. This is what happened. And you're going to find a lot of women coming out and defending like Kim Mathers, saying, oh, he was real abusive towards her. Look at all the songs that he made about her, and that was his own wife and stuff like this. Do you blame him? Because look what she did first. There's a lot of women that don't want to. It's like men versus women nowadays. It's fucking unbelievable. What a nightmare things are. But it's like, you guys know what I mean already. I don't even really have to explain shit because you guys already know. But like I said, it's a lot of these women that want to come and just give it to this guy when in reality he was the good guy with a good heart that just wanted to be loved, that did the good things, that got backstabbed so hard by people that so-called loved him. And that's why I did a lot of the things. What do you think he did the things for that he did? What, do you think he's just evil and was born like that and did those things? Absolutely not. These people not force him, because no one can force you to do shit, but like they brought it out of him. They really did that. They turned him into a villain at a point. And he's not even like that no more. So at the end of the day, the chosen will always come out on top. People do bad things, you know. But at the end of the day, I really believe when it's all said and done, the chosen will prevail. And nobody can convince me of otherwise. So that's that. I'm going to end this video there. I hope you guys enjoyed this take. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Just watch out. Watch out for these people. They are not worth it. Once you know who they are, they're not worth it. So carry on. I'm out.